If Hull, Massachusetts is on your list of a town you might be looking to move to here on the South Shore, I'm going to take you through a tour of the downtown area so you can really see what it looks like from the ground floor. On this video today, you're going to come with me for a drive through the downtown area of Hull, Massachusetts. We're going to talk about Nantasket Beach. We're going to show you some of the condo developments that are in there, and then of course some of the local businesses that I love. So come with me on this tour so you can get a very good idea of what the downtown area really looks like and the little shops and businesses that make Hull, Massachusetts what it is today. And by the way, my name is Sean Murphy with Living on the South Shore and Real, and I help people just like you move and relocate to the South Shore of Massachusetts. This is what I specialize in. So if at any point during this video you have any questions, you can put it below in the comments, or even better, all of my contact info is below. Send me a text, that's the best way to get a hold of me, or you can email me as well. And the last thing, don't forget, I put together a relocation guide to the South Shore. I will pin that link in the comments below, so click on that link, put your email in, and it'll get sent directly to you. But without further ado, let me show you what downtown Hull, Massachusetts really looks like. All right, as we always do, let's start off on a map here. You see Boston top left, and Hull is that big peninsula shooting out into the water there. So surrounded by water on both sides. And then we get a closer in view. That red pin is where we're going to be starting this tour. And then that green pin is kind of where the first part of the downtown area begins. And then, of course, this is going to be the secondary Burma downtown area that I will show you as well. Red being where it begins, green being where it ends. So it's a quick little downtown area. Now, as we approach Hull here, two condos. The one on the left's been there for a long time. These condos on the right are brand new. Unobstructed ocean views are going to be beautiful when done. As of this recording, we are in April of 2025. So when those are done, they're going to be beautiful. So if any of you are interested in seeing those, you let me know. But as we drive into Nantasket Beach area and Hull, you'll notice that huge parking lot on the right. That is for the summertime beach goers, and they charge for parking in the summer. But on the left here, that barbecue raw bar. Great little spot for some local barbecue, which, to be honest with you, here in Massachusetts, there isn't a lot of good barbecue. And that's a great spot. You can sit outside in the summertime. You can see the ocean from there. It's a beautiful spot. Another one on the left, that skull wearing the sombrero, that is the South Shore Taco Guy. Great little spot to run in, grab some tacos, and get back to the beach. Again, Hull it's a summer town. It's a beach town. And so during the summer is when you get the biggest crowds here. Now, on the left here, I paused this because where all these excavators are, this is where the Paragon Park used to be. They're going to be building brand new condos there as well, unobstructed ocean views, little retail at the bottom. It's going to be great once it's done. But again, that's probably a couple years down the road as of the recording of this video. Now, as we continue down Nantasket Avenue, again, beach is on your right. The beach extends this entire drive that we go down. It's a huge beach here in Hull called Nantasket Beach, but tons of parking. Again, summertime, this is packed. We're here on a kind of an overcast April day. It's the morning, so no one's out here yet. Next, we're going to stop. This is my favorite spot in Hull, the Parrot. Now, you see there's a big deck on the top there, but there's a ton of space on the inside as well. But they have great food. They have multiple bars within this one location. They even have one bar that is kind of confined to itself and serves as an Irish pub year-round. Another spot here, the Tipsy Tuna on your left. Really good spot, a ton of outdoor space. And again, you can see the ocean on our right. All of these locations right here have incredible views of the ocean. Daddy's right here on the left. They own these next two buildings with the yellow signs. Great little, spot to grab some food, head right back to the beach. And then the next one here, Doctor's Island Brewing Company. This is a great spot as well. So you have a lot of good little spots to hit during the summertime. Nice day at the beach. You can go to the Parrot. You can go to Doctor's Island. You can go to all of these places and get some food and some drinks. Nantasket Beach Resort right here. Fantastic little spot to stay a weekend, stay a week. A lot of people will have wedding receptions here during the summertime because of its location next to the beach. Now, that spot with the blue awnings, this is where the Boathouse Bistro from the Hingham Shipyard is going to be opening their restaurant, which is a great Italian restaurant, very inspired by the North End flavors that we get in Boston. Now, I'm going to speed this up a little bit, but as we drive through this part, you'll notice Nantasket Junction splits off right there. A lot of parking down there. That's where I park to go surfing. One of the good breaks is right over there. But of course, like I said, this beach is huge, so there's a bunch of different little breaks throughout the beach. Now, as I mentioned before, during the summertime, this is the busiest time of year in Hull. Those parking lots that we've been passing this whole time get absolutely packed. But where we're going right now is kind of a secondary downtown location. This is more for the people that live in Hull. That first spot is where a lot of the tourists will go. A lot of the people visiting for the weekend to go to the beach will go to that first kind of downtown location. But this is where most of the people that live in Hull, they will frequent the businesses down here. So we are entering it right now. The Village Market you will see on your left, that's really the only grocery store in Hull. Otherwise, you got to go to Cohasset or Hingham, one of the neighboring towns, to get to one of the big box grocery stores. But they'll have everything you need. And then we're going to stop on the right here, Nantasket Hardware. Great little hardware store, one of the few locally owned hardware stores left in the area, let alone probably the country. Those things are going extinct. And then you have the Saltwater Diner on the right here. Great breakfast spot, great lunch as well. But again, this is what's known as the Ken Burma district. This is the old school downtown area of Hull, where most people that live in Hull year round, they will frequent these businesses here. But a lot of the tourists have no idea this part is even down here because they're walking when they come. Now, I have turned around. I cut out all of that. You don't need to see me do that. Just to give you another view of this Ken Burma downtown area. We're not going to freeze frame it, but I just want to show you. It's very walkable, a lot of parking. They just repainted a lot of these parking lines, which is why those cones are down. But it's a really nice little neighborhood area where you won't get the local tourists when they come during the summertime. So you're not going to have to deal with the crazy parking and the crazy crowds at all these bars and restaurants. But we're going to head back down to the original downtown area that I was showing you, because there's a couple spots that we couldn't see being over on Hull Shore Drive, which branched off from Nantasket Avenue. So we're going to continue down Nantasket Avenue here, and once we get back to the buildings. But I just want to show you the Bayside is on our right now. Ocean is on our left. And as we approach here, my favorite bakery on the South Shore, the Bread Basket. You'll see this right on the corner here. This place is unfreaking believable. They bake everything fresh every morning. I honestly believe this is my favorite breakfast sandwich. Their rolls are freshly baked. They cook it just perfectly. Their bacon's thick. Oh, it's the best. So if you are going to be in Hull and you need a breakfast sandwich or you want some baked goods, the Bread Basket is your spot. And they also always have great music playing in there. Just a little factoid. On the right here, Mambo's, great little spot as well. Upper deck seating. You can see the ocean from there. But this building on our left behind the Rockland Trust sign, that is the backside of the Parrot. So we are just on the other side of all those buildings when we initially drove in. Another spot I'm going to stop at right here, California Underground. Really good Mexican food. And you're in and you're out. The service is great. The service is quick. You're not waiting a long time. Great bar. And again, they have views of the ocean as well. Almost everything in Hull, because it's on this peninsula, has a view of either the Bayside or the ocean. It's fantastic. Now, this building with the blue rooftop here, at the bottom of it is a restaurant called The Drift. It is fantastic. It has incredible views of the Bayside, and that's where the sunsets are. So you can get a bite to eat there. It's open only during the summertime, but the sunsets there are incredible. Now, I'm going to freeze frame it again. I couldn't drive down here. There was a car accident that happened as I was driving through, but that building to your right is called Jake's Seafood and Market. They have a seafood market, but the food is incredible, locally owned by the same family for generations. It is a mainstay in Hull. You got to go and have the food and just experience the incredible views out the back on the Bayside of Hull. But the last thing we'll do here, we'll drive back out. I want to show you one last business that I love, and of course, just give you the view of leaving Hull and the Nantasket Beach area. Again, here we are. Paragon Park used to be on the right here with all these excavators, but that is soon to be condos and retail. Should be done in a couple of years. But you can see there's a lot of condo buildings. There's a mix of condos, old school homes that have been here for a long time, and then the businesses that kind of surround this Nantasket Avenue area, which is kind of the main, thoroughfare through Hull. But again, a lot of small businesses on your right. We just passed the South Shore Taco Guy. We're coming up on that barbecue spot that we first talked about, which is right here on the right on the corner. But this red building on our right, there is a breakfast place at the bottom called Toast. Really hard to see from this far away, but it is a great spot. I bring my kids there all the time. We grab some breakfast and you can leave breakfast and literally walk across the street and go for a walk on the beach during the summertime. Great little joint. But anyways, there's your tour of downtown Hull. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions about Hull or the South Shore in general, please let me know. But as always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon.